get through the pack, knock the girls down, try and get through without being fucked up. I've got to get up, I've got to score points, I've got to take the bitches down so I can win. If you get a really mean bruise, then it's kind of a little bit of a reward in a fucked up way. You're definitely an athlete if you play roller derby. You're a motherfucking athlete.
Fractured foot bones, torn ligaments, broken tailbones. Just some of the carnage that comes with the full contact female sport, roller derby.
At first I thought it was a pretty crazy sport, but the more I get into it, I can see it's just a mixture of all different elements from other sports. Like the aggression you get that playing rugby or doing boxing, other sports that are really socially accepted in New Zealand. With the costume element, that will be like in dance sport or gymnastics or anything like that. So if you just put them all in a blender and get all the good stuff, then that's what roller derby is.
The Dead End Derby League was started by a group of women in 2007 in an attempt to create the skater girl owned and operated culture which has spread from Texas throughout the world. And despite having 2 different practice venues and no official building appropriate for games yet, the league is still catching the attention of plenty of new players.
Basically, roller derby is 2 teams on the track on roller skates. There's 5 people in each team. Those teams each have 1 jammer, which is the point scorer. Those jammers start just behind the pack, so you blow the whistle, the pack of girls will start to skate around the track. Then the jammers, which are the point scorers, will try and skate through the pack once, and then the second time they'll get points for every girl that they pass. So the aim of the game is to knock the jammer down and prevent them from scoring points. There's a lot of rules around contact and fighting and things like that that people don't really stick to, but there's rules.
It's not just a game, it's an event, which I think is the biggest attraction for most people. It's not just going down and playing netball on the courts on a Saturday. It's actually working at a business and doing, it's something new and it's original.
You just have to see the energy and the enthusiasm and the passion that people put into this sport. It's something we take really seriously.
As a female, you are raised to kind of say sorry and play nice, and we all weren't used to being able to knock someone down and not apologise for it and not be like, dude, are you alright? Society seems to put you in 2 boxes, either like the kind of no makeup, sporty, kind of aggressive girl, or the girl that kind of dresses up and plays nice. And I think mixing those elements together, there's nothing wrong with that, and it's a really different sport, so you can get the best out of both worlds.
The brutal nighttime atmosphere a stark contrast to Krista's daytime environment, where she works at Floyd's Creative Arts, tutoring people with both mental and physical disabilities.
Most of the time I am a pretty mellow, calm kind of person, but of course I do get the built-up frustration and from all areas of my life, and I'm a little bit passive-aggressive as well, so to kind of deal with that in a healthy way, I think playing a physical sport is how I do that at night, so I don't find it really difficult to just switch. You want the beer to be purple? Yep, do whatever colour you like. Okay, sweet. So I'll show you how to do the polka dots again. We just do wee dabs and lift up the paintbrush.
Oh yeah!
Like that, that's polka dots. So lots of things will piss me off. I don't know, I get upset that there's not enough money in the mental health system in New Zealand, that we don't have a building to skate in, that boys think they can grab your ass in town and get away with it, that there's not enough good cupcake shops in Christchurch. A lot of things upset me, and that's when Princess Pancakes will come in.
And there's only one Princess Pancakes in the world, literally. Each roller girl name being registered on an international master roster monitored in America, ensuring each identity is unique to the skater.
Derby names are a persona, so they're an alter ego. They'll sort of allow you to step into maybe a role that you hadn't possibly taken before. I'm certainly not a mean person, and so this is the thing, Violence is Golden is not a violent person. However, within roller derby and on the track, you can have permission to do those things in the context of the sport.
I wanted something like a little sweet and sour, something that could sum up kind of my whole personality. When I'm becoming princess, I think I'm being true to myself. I'm being exactly who I want to be. So I don't have any limits or barriers or rules on how I can act or what I can say. So I'll be myself and I'll still kind of be nice and a little sweet, but I'll still take you down on the track.
Watching Princess line up at the jammer line, you see who she is and you see what sort of skater she is when you see her face.
I don't like the aggressive side of it, so I don't go and watch.
Krista's mum may not want to watch, but she still keeps an eye on her princess.
I'm surprised that she's quite happy to be called Princess, actually. But I don't know much about Princess Pancakes, but I have seen her designing and making clothes to wear with little knuckle dusters, which I prefer to think of as cute little crowns. I'd rather play something like soccer.
It is a really big part of my life and I am really passionate about it, but there's also the people that I really care about it and I really care about their opinions. So I just try and respect that that's that and not talk about it with them.
So I'll get you to do it.
There was a couple of ethical dilemmas working here and being in the position of being a role model, and then my out of work life where I am playing like a really aggressive, sometimes violent sport. But over time, as I've played, I've kind of come to the realisation that my definition of role model has changed.
Now a wee bit more around the leaves, covering it all in white. So see?
I spend like 7 hours a day trying to contribute to society a little bit and improve people's quality of life a little bit. So I think I'm allowed a couple of hours to be true to myself, and that's okay to be a role model.
And part of that idea of being a role model is being strong enough to push against some of society's old rules.
Rugby is a national sport, and that's so socially accepted that you go and you knock dudes down and you fuck them up and they get broken collarbones and all sorts of shit. And because we're girls, we're supposed to play nice, and that's why it seems a bit more shocking and we get that judgment, I think. I guess you could say roller derby is new age feminism on skates. Feminine to me kind of isn't about like floral skirts and making your 50s husband some dinner. Like feminine is being a strong, confident female, and you know, you do feel like you're in your wee cute outfit, so you feel strong and confident and a little bit sexy, so it's all fun and games.
And with that confidence comes change.
People change so much in Derby. They come in and we get so many little quiet girls who show up, and within weeks their skirts getting shorter, their voices are getting louder, their skates, they're just getting better and better and better.
Roller derby just provides acceptance. You can be whoever you want to be there, like you can wear a fucking tutu and take bitches down and it's okay. Roller derby fucking rocks. It makes me so happy.